Welcome back to some more EU4 with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series thus far as East Frisia. Easy for me to say. Last episode we took out Utrecht. Didn't really plan on taking all of it, but the opportunity was there, and most of the world doesn't completely hate us. We have a couple of nations that could join the coalition, but let's hope that doesn't happen. I also noticed we can now ally Austria, so we are 100% going to do that. So while our troops sit and recover, and we wait for our ability to get the institution to be affordable, let's unpause and keep on keeping on. And I just caught that in time to not sneeze in your ear. Neat. Yes, we will definitely take a royal marriage with Austria. We can now take this diplomat back. Switch back to allies only. We are over on our friendships, but that's really because we're supporting independence of Sweden. Independent Sweden would be very, very good for us. As I try and demolish the desk there. Just wanted to get a sip of my iced coffee. No more Clavez either. It's been eaten by Munster. I did notice between episodes that Austria must have asked Munster to give Paderborn back to Cologne, and they did. But now their border is horrendous, and I'll be amazed if this province doesn't revolt. They'll have a really hard time preventing it from happening. We shall see. Election time again, and we finally have some leaders that don't completely stink. So currently we have a whopping 032 leader. 124 or 345? Gee, I wonder. 345 is genuinely very good. 12 total pips. You love to see it. Unfortunately, he is indulgent, so we can't all have nice things. But at least we'll have reasonable numbers going forwards. Let's see what our monthly income's going to be at this point, so I can gauge if we should get the institution now or not. 2.37 at least is something. I think we'll still wait, so at least this province gains the institution. Then we should be able to, without any difficulty, get it spread. Should be fairly cheap by then. A country without a king. The most recent increase in support for the Oranges faction has sparked a discussion about how our republic is viewed by other nations. We'll lose 10 in each stat. I don't want to lose more prestige because it's already terrible and we're losing it. Unlawful imperial territory. I don't even recall getting a request to give it back. No, that's not good for our prestige. If anything, that's just an excuse to keep on warring, though, right? Nuremberg being Defender of the Faith, that's adorable. And now everybody's beneath 50 aggressive expansion, so they cannot form a coalition against us. I did notice that France has the possibility of having a coalition form against it, with both England and Burgundy, but while they're in peace treaties, they cannot do so. And unfortunately for them, France is not at 50 with Castile, so they can't join. But England, Castile and Portugal are all allies right now. How long that will last we shall see, but they are currently all friends. And we have to play the waiting game just a little bit. This isn't a terrible combination. Austria will not join for many, many reasons. So the downside, and we saw this before with Bologna, Austria being the Holy Roman Emperor means they will almost invariably never join an offensive war, but defensively they will join almost every war as long as they like you. So we're never going to get them to cooperate on that front, which, stinky for sure, but could be an awful lot worse. We do have already a CB against Gelra, but it's too early. If we do this, we're going to definitely go over our war exhaustion, even if we win, and that would be tricky, I think. So in terms of options, I'm thinking I guess we have the claim because of the fact we completed the mission that gave us a claim against all our surrounding neighbours. That probably means we have a claim against Holland too, which would be suicide. We are definitely not doing that, but it's good to know we have the option. What do we want to do with our other diplomat then? France will never ally us. Austria is with Ragusa, Augsburg, ourselves, Württemberg, and Lucca. They're all tiny nations that don't really move the needle in any way, shape, or form. So I guess for now we'll just buddy up to... I nearly said Switzerland. Sweden, for a moment. They are not the same country. Very much not. Other than starting with, you know, S, that's about it. And I guess being traditionally fairly neutral, but... yeah! Whoa, we're above our... hang on. Our army force limit went down? Okay. We'll just ignore that for now. I'm not going to turn this into a state yet, because it'll just cost us more than we'll get back. We're still not even breaking even with North Westphalia. We're getting there, we're close, but we're not quite there yet. I would say the province of Baden would defect to Baden, but proof that it's really hard for the small nations to keep a hold of territory that they get, because quite often the rebel stack is the same size as their entire army. So they lose once and they can never beat the rebels again. They do have to tread carefully. As do we right now, and as much as I want to declare war on people, it would be such a bad idea. We did finally get the Renaissance in our capital. So yeah, now it costs a whole 4 gold to embrace, so I think we'll do that. Get our level 5 military tech. Which means we need to change our Latin medieval era to longbows. Does it make sense to have longbows here? Probably not, but it just... I always want the longbow. Oh, well, that's interesting. Wait a sec. Whoa, slow down. Austria's not the Holy Roman Emperor anymore. What, Nassau is? Really? A one-province minor is Holy Roman Emperor. How do I feel about that? Well, they like me, so there's that. I am not allying them, that would be absolute madness. But what this does do is change my plans just a little bit. Because they won't get it. Oh, I'm not going to attack Nassau. What am I doing? If I click on Gera again and say I'm pretending to declare war, Austria still won't do it because we don't have 10 favours. But they're no longer the Holy Roman Emperor, so they will get involved if we have enough of them. We only have 2 favours right now, which is stinky, but we can use our currying skills to speed that up. Oh, what is going on here? Hang on. Burgundy is going to be ruled by the Emperor of Nassau. Okay, we just gained CBs against Burgundy. Okay. So, yes, interesting. The Burgundian succession event has happened while Austria's not the Holy Roman Emperor. So, this is kind of terrible, in a way. Ugh. So, France makes Nevers a vassal. That's fine. That's not a big deal. Burgundy is going to eat all of this territory. And Burgundy is now a junior partner to a one-province minor, which will trigger an event where oh, that would be terrible. Don't make concessions to France. I think we'd want to integrate Burgundy into the Empire. So every province owned by Burgundy, either Dutch, Flemish, or Frisian culture, or that are part of the HRE will be released as princes. That would break all these guys up again independently. But, oh, they want to attack France. Please don't attack France. I'm going to turn the speed down, because this could be an absolute train wreck, depending on what gets picked. It's such an even split, too. 25 want to declare war on France. 27 want to break up all the Dutch nations. And only 8 want to give in to France. Please, as long as they don't give in to France, that would be an absolute disaster. The other thing that could be an absolute disaster here is that nations are going to join, like Frankfurt has, for example, to support the independence of Burgundy, but I don't want an independent full Burgundy, because then I can't take this land. Or at least I can, but it'll be really difficult. Let's turn the speed back up. They're clearly not making a decision straight away. This could be all types of terrible. Oh, okay, well that's... Okay. All that could happen. Where it all be... It's all going to become Nassau. Well, somehow they knew... How lucky could you be that they were Holy Roman Emperor and then this happened? This sucks. Like, this is an absolutely awful thing to have happened. So now, the Holy Roman Emperor is not even Austria that we're allied to, but Nassau, who then took all of the Burgundian land because the king must have died. This is the worst. This could not have gone any worse, because at least France would have only taken some of it, if France had taken it. What the heck am I meant to do with this? Because this is, like... If France attacks Nassau and beats them up, that's bad, because I'll take a load of this land I want. If Nassau beats France up, that's bad, because then that'll reinforce Nassau here. Yikes. That was... Oh. Yeah, that couldn't have broken any worse if it had tried. So at least if it was Austria here, Austria probably would have ended up getting beaten up by France, and then we could have just flip-flopped to not be allied later. But this is pants. So I'm going to have to wait until Nassau is not the Holy Roman Emperor anymore before I can take any of that land. Who is expected to be the Holy Roman Emperor? Well, this sucks too, because the vote's split. So right now Nassau would be 3 of the 7. So it would be them. Well, that's terrible. What's not terrible is getting an idea group. So what do we want? So, in terms of what is super helpful to us right now. There's a lot of things that would be useful to us right now. Clearly, we're not going to be able to colonize straight away because, well, look at the train wreck we're in. So we might want to go humanist immediately. It does make... Yeah. Go humanist now, make all your ideas cheaper in the future. And we're already set up to be admin focused. I think that's the right decision. Oh boy, that's going to be a real tricky problem to get around. Provinces are being added to the Holy Roman Empire. That's fine. Like, that's not of any issue to us. Yeah, very, very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen Nassau take all this land. I don't think I've played like 500 game hours of AU4. I don't think I've ever seen it happen. Ever. Fun though. And that's only 500 hours on Steam. But, cool. Cool. At least it's a nice purple. Contrast with the red and the blue a bit, but... Yeah, that's a paddling. And it would be it'd be devastation if I attacked them for it. Gelra has noble rebels. Still the wrong time to attack them. I need 10 favours from Austria. We're up to 5. We're halfway there. We would be living on a prayer if we attacked without them, so we've got to wait. We have to wait. We could definitely take Munster out, but that's not the priority right now. We'll get this later. Priority at the moment, get this province. That would actually complete our state. That'd be cool, and Gelra's the most valuable one of the lot, probably. At least in terms of development, it's a tie. Oh, then for 10 ducats we'll arrange a ball. And I think we're going to, now that we have lots of manpower again, increase our balance. We're making tons of money now. And we're going to seize land. It's going to upset some of our estates, some of our factions, and they're going to have to deal with it, nerds. It's just the religious that are upset again. What a surprise. Yeah, about 600 men down. That's fine. We're actually, yeah, we're at our manpower cap. That's really good. Awesome. Might as well drill for a little bit then. Are we still at our weird level? Okay, we're back to 10 for unit limit. Not sure how we ended up below it in the first place. We have to get a new candidate. I'm going to take the 541 for now. You have to be a little bit careful. I don't think it's good if you go all the way to one extreme. But yeah, when the states are in power, we get new rules every 4 years. Whereas with Orangists, they continue to rule until they die. So I like to stay on the statist side, but I think going all the way is bad, but I don't remember. Oh, our new guy is strict. That's like the best trait. Shame he can only hang around for 4 years. What a pity. Go on then. I'm not going to lose the stability. That would be terrible. And we have a new debate. Let's see what options we've got. So, 2 mercantilism would probably be pretty good. Make us some more money. We don't need more sailors. Autonomy change probably wouldn't be terrible either. We gain a general of 45 tradition if we do that, which is something we just cannot do normally. But I don't think that's that helpful. I want the mercantilism. And I'll do that. That's fine. That's a perfectly valid amount to be able to give them. 16 gold from Austria, because they must have got to 10 favours with us. Well, we won't be cashing ours in for money. We'll be cashing ours in for combat. Oldenburg is getting sassy, claiming some territory. They'll be going the way of the dodo at some point, just not now. And speaking of way of the dodo, our half-price diplomatic advisor just kicked the bucket. So we're going to get a full-price admin one for the time being. Which means, because of the theologist, do I want to do that? No. Don't want that advancement. That advancement feels like it's going backwards. That's counterintuitive. We can get level 6 military tech. Thank goodness. We're probably not going to get level 7 in a while. Yeah, for a while, purely because we're making, what, 3? 3 a month? Terrible. Terrible. But yes, I would like to attack Gelra while we have the guy with strict still in charge, because that's very helpful. We should probably stop drilling as a result, so we have maximum morale by the time it happens. And you probably don't have that many ships. You have 11, so don't come home at war. Honestly, we're probably going to move them over here anyway, but They don't have to chicken out, is what I mean. Don't have to be chicken tonight. There's the 10th favour. Okay. What do we have? Brunswick, Oldenburg, Dortmund. This should be an absolute breeze. I'm not even sure if Austria's going to be able to get all its troops around, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So, declare. Move our trade fleet over here so we can blockade. And we're going to go in and try and munch Gelre immediately. Oldenburg's going to get involved, but we'll temporarily ignore them. Where's our navy under attack at? Oh, it's over here. Gelre, get your stack out of the way. It's trade fleet on trade fleet, so it's fine. The land units just got stat wiped. Luneburg is probably just going to sit there and get wrecked for a bit. We're just going to have to accept that for what it is. And yeah, we're just going to heal up just a smidge. Repair damaged ships. The other 7 can come out here for now. That's fine. And yeah, they're probably going to start occupying some stuff, but Austria's going to come over and help. Interesting they're going this way. I guess it means less open borders. Maybe it's the only way they can get open borders. I don't know how they do it mathematically. Do they just only do the ones where it takes the least? I don't know how the AI thinks on that front. Or whether it even thinks at all. Come on, other Austrian stack. You're going to have to get involved before you run away. I think they'll make it just in the nick of time. Like, really nick of time. I didn't think it was going to be quite that close. Where are they fleeing to? Dortmund? Okay. Why are you leaving? Attach to me. Nope, Frankfurt's going to be stupid. I need you to stay here, please. That'd be great. Come back? No? Okay. You do you, I guess. Still going to keep currying favors with Austria because I'm hoping they will be able to pay for troops or money, just gold in general afterwards if I need to. Keep my powder dry. Why they put all 23,000 troops on one fort, I don't know, but AI gonna AI. Yes, we can take Oldenburg at the same time. We can take Gelre and Oldenburg simultaneously, because I'm not going to take Upper Guelders. Guelders? I don't know. Words. Words are hard. Anyway, I'm not going to be taking them. Do they have any troops even left? Yeah, they do. Okay, so I can't just have everyone detached from me. Oh no, my admiral died. He was actually quite good. His replacement is meh. He is decidedly meh. Can we complete this siege, please? It feels like it's taking forever, even though I've got, again, ships here blockading, but it just... I don't know, maybe it just feels like it's long, and maybe it's not. Who knows? Oldenburg does have 10 ships, so they're a little bit more dangerous, but I think it'll be fine. Oh, the sack of Arnhem, so it's just been done. I'm going to proactively move over here. What do we want? So we can... I don't like losing army professionalism because it's such a pain to rebuild. I'd rather pay the money and gain army professionalism, I think. It's a very cheap way of getting it, really. And Gelre's down to 1 ship. Cool. Go sit at port, and then anybody that's not injured come out to play. They're up to 15 ships. Oh, it's because Gelre's leftover ships are there, so that probably means I should unmothball you, so at least we have a few more ships. Yeah, I didn't really think that none of my allies have any coastline beyond this tiny speck in the Mediterranean, which is not helpful. But they don't want to come out and play by the looks of it, so I can just sit here pretty much with impunity. Can't afford a +2 anybody right now. That is way too rich for my blood. Yeah, this siege is ticking along. It's only a level 1 fort. I could create a naval breach, but I do not need to do so. That's fine. You wouldn't have thought that light trade ships would have enough cannons to be able to create a breach, but meh, apparently they do. Must be real packing. Golden Age for France. Another reason why I don't want to declare war on them or be declared on. Yeah, I'll take some free money. Everyone loves free money. They're gonna, unoccupy that, which is fine. Yeah, man. 49% roll? No, not quite. Brunswick will peace out. Does Luneburg have any claims on any of this? That's the wrong button. They don't have claims on... What has this nation been doing? They don't have claims on anything. But I am 100% willing to give Luneburg some stuff. Oh, wait, they don't... They don't want both. That's interesting. This is the one with the fort, so I'm going to give you this one. War reparations, take all their cash. There you go. Free province for my ally. Not that they'll do anything useful with it, but it's the thought that counts, right? And I guess we're going to have to go back and reoccupy the one province that kind of looks mildly phallic in the middle there. They have a good admiral. Alexander Becker, 513. That is very, very competitive. But they don't have that many ships. Most of them are transports, which are pretty dismal in combat. And we gained a couple of ships out of that. That was definitely worth doing. Okay, combine, split. You go back. You can now go protect trade in the English Channel. You'll come back and repair if you need to. We're probably about critical mass when it comes to sales. Yeah, we're about breaking even. Okay, that's fine. So, Dortmund is the only one left, so we can go occupy that now. Do they have any troops? They do, 4,000. They are all sat in Frankfurt, and they don't have enough troops to siege it. So, rest in spaghettis on that one. At this point, I just want the money from Dortmund. Do we want admin level 6 tech, or do we want the new idea? Anything useful in here? The buildings can be useful. What's the first level? It's less unrest, right? I think we'll take less unrest first. Technically, it makes the technology fractionally cheaper when we research it as well. I think it's like 2% per idea, but the value goes up over time as well, so it somewhat balances out. It's a level 3 fort for Dortmund. That's a little bit annoying. So if I, just hang on. We are in unconditional surrender territory. If I took this, that's 30... Oh dear. That's 37 aggressive expansion. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those nations would not be involved if we waited a brief amount of time, but this is still really dangerous because it would bring the Holy Roman Emperor into it. So we might not be able to do that. So instead of taking it, can we vassalize you? That's 35.4 aggressive expansion. How much in the difference is it? Not a lot, has to be said. It's because it's not part of the war goal, right? Well, this is 23.7. That would be fine. We might just have to take Oldenburg in the future instead. Which, if we're going to do that, I'm going to piece them out separately. Not going to pillage them. The other option is I could vassalize them now and then just wait for a bit, but I don't want to get the inevitable call for peace problem, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to wait. We'll get Oldenburg later. So let's get war reparations. Let's humiliate them, because that'll help us get points towards the Age of Discovery. Let's just do that instead. Because now we have something on the board that's not just the Embrace Renaissance option. So that'll be, I think, the way to go there. As fun as it would be to eat Oldenburg, we'll have to do that in a new battle later. Oh, thank you, Austria, for taking out my rebels. That's very kind of you. Not intentional from you at all, I can tell by the pathfinding, but I'll take it. And there's the Siege of Dortmund and the call for peace, because now there's nothing else for anybody to do. Dortmund, I just want money from you. So, give me war operations. You can pillage them for development, but that's more... it's only 4.4 aggressive expansion. Maybe we'll... No, we won't. I want to, but I'm not going to, because that'll just delay the next war we inevitably have to deal with. So let's just take all their money. Thank you. We don't get a huge amount of it, but our allies in the war are getting paid, so that's why I'm okay with it. And we can't take Upper Guilders, but we can take Gelra. Give me war reparations. Give me all your cash. We're still getting about, what, 2/5 of it, give or take? It's not bad. And this means that nobody that matters can join a coalition against us, because Dortmund's in a peace treaty, Oldenburg's in a peace treaty, so that leaves Gelra, who's going to be in a peace treaty. So, what? Munster and Munster Trier, because Brunswick could be in a peace treaty too, right? So yeah, there's quite literally only 2 nations that could join a coalition. So we're fine. And that means we can now... That's an expensive province. Get our border back to being actual contiguous. Actually. But this is where the problem comes up, because Nassau hates us. So they're going to say, give it back. And if you don't, you get this horrible set of penalties. And then we're going to say, shove it up your bum. That's what we're going to say. Go away. Can get an Inquisitor at half price if we want to. Or we can get a load of admin points. But it's for 20 papal... we're not going to do that. Oh, we're right in good timing too. Our theologian was not long for this world, so I guess we'll use... Hang on, you're not even half price. I thought you said you were half price. I guess we just get an Inquisitor. That's far less interesting, but I'm probably going to get one anyway. You're a gold more, but you're 4 years younger, so I'm probably not going to have to spend money to replace you as quickly. Watch him die almost immediately. It's always the way. Might as well go back to drilling if we're going to keep funding you. And I think now is the time that we're going to do the... Completed the high income mission. Yeah, because we did... Yeah, I still think it's worth doing. I hummed and hard because we can't physically build workshops yet. But I think we should still do it. Because the next one you need, what, 5 temples, 5 workshops? We can build temples. And that's where the half-price guy comes from. Dum-dum. But he is tax. Well, probably... no, we will. I know I just spent 17 gold, but I've changed my mind. There we go. 17 gold went in the bin, but it's fine. Build those, please. Small mistake, but it's fine. Brunswick's being attacked by Berg now as well. So we're going to try and buddy up a little bit to Nassau because they hate us. Really what I'm hoping is that they don't become the Holy Roman Emperor again. At the moment they almost certainly will. 4 out of 7, but... It's interesting, I don't know what Austria did for everybody to hate them. But they are not doing well in voting. It might be because their leader's quite young. Oh, new election time. Yeah, take the 513 candidate, please. Well connected's fine. It's not an amazing trait. Makes it a little cheaper to have the... Yeah, we'll do that. A bit cheaper to have the advisors, but it's not a huge amount of the difference. It's fine. So we're back to minus 41. So status is still in charge, even if it's an orangist leader. And a 513 is pretty good. So really what ends up happening is, as you keep having elections, you keep picking the, in my mind, you keep picking the status leader until you get a really good orangist leader, and then you pick an orangist leader. Wow, we get +3 stability. Did we pay for any of those stability gains? I'll take it. But yeah, if we could have Nassau not completely hate us, that would definitely be beneficial. Still can't believe they looked into that. Speaking of luck, I guess we should look into ending this episode. It's been going on for a while. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, let me know. Give it the old likers. Let me know if anybody that's played this game before, what's the weirdest nation that's ended up eating Burgundy that you've seen? Love to know. Appreciate your time. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.